try this again. Let's count down for game number 1 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, we got a consonant and a vowel. I would like to solve the puzzle. Okay, cool. We got them off again. Peek is on the left. Cobra is on the right. Cobra did well in Division 2B. British 401 only lost to Kitten, who was playing out of their mind, so hard to blame him too much for that. On your left, you got Peekayric. You hear his voice sometimes here. He's the announcer for all the playoffs. He uploads stuff to YouTube. All-around cool guy, fighting to stay in Division 1 now. Cobra off to an early lead, has a few Tetrises on the board, 70,000. He currently getting dug out, got a Lombard, is safe and clean and good to go. And Cobra's gonna have to do a little bit of digging. It's early. Cobra has about a Tetris lead, maybe not quite. I just woke up for a nap. It was wonderful. I do get kind of dehydrated when it comes to naps, so I feel like I need to be constantly adding water to my internal system. Otherwise, it just does not function properly. I would like do really badly on Arrakis. Like, ever like watch Dune, you're just like, isn't everyone here just like super dehydrated all the time? Isn't it like physically painful to be there? Gilbert's kind of a little bit in a, I don't want to say situation. He is set up center well, but ended up burning a little bit of pace here. More or less tied up now. It is early in 18 though. Things are going to kind of trade places multiple times. Cobra set up column 8. Sorry, column 8. Lombard Tetris. Going to get the well transfer. Chaz was like, yeah, like where do they get water? Oh, they have like a big reservoir for water. They have like ritualized ways of getting water, but they just don't have enough of it. That's because they're in the desert. But the thing is, like, they gotta drink it. It's like recycled a lot. But it's just, I feel like I need more water to like not be in pain than the average person, because I get just dehydrated easily. It's like I have to constantly be putting water in me. Maybe they consume less salt? DJ Mr. Bro say, yeah, I moved to Coachella, California, which is basically Arrakis, and now my skin is reaching new levels of dry. We got Peek at 291, Cobra at 269, make that 292 after that latest Tetris. We're as good as tied. Cobra with a clean stack, Peek kind of actually getting it cleaned up and nicely shaped. Tetris ready, gets the Tetris just as I was saying anything, and now Cobra's starting to do a little finagling. You can't keep up. There's always, you know, you can't keep your art. It's like discovering myself, just kind of like how you have to like keep applying lotion and stuff to your hands, because you can win the battle against winter in terms of your skin. You just have to be super diligent. You have to like just go on the full offensive. Otherwise, by the time March rolls around, you will be itchy and you will be sad whenever you leave your house. P currently with a little bit of a lead, 387 to 344. Cobra gets a Tetris. Down about one Tetris pace considered. We are 94 lines in. So we'll be seeing some 19 play shortly, barring a personal tragedy from either of these players. Arbaro, hello, Gilded Lizard, good to see you. My neck cracked, it's the real question. I went downtown today for a Esperanto speakers meeting. We went to the little plaza downtown, a little square, and Cobra misses his tuck, but he's gonna get it burned out with only a few lines. which is kind of nice, but also kind of loud. Yeah. Hashtag ban cars. They have this little, I got this, kind of like soup for lunch. It was like a Thai soup. It had like a lot of coconut milk. It was good, but it made me very sleepy for some reason. Also, it could just be that I was tired and didn't sleep well. Anyway, both players are getting close to the 19 transition here. It's actually looking pretty good. Peak's kind of high, but I don't think it matters too much for players of his caliber. 528 for Peak, 487 for Cobra, and Cobra is suddenly dealing with a little bit of a situation. He'll get it dug out by the time transition rolls around. Peak is 3 lines away. Winning on the bar, looking to Tetris into 19. He does so. 579 is the score. Going into transition. Cobra still has another Tetris available to him. Waiting for the bar. There it is. Lumbar Tetris. 519. So Peak has opened up a bit of a lead here. Cobra still has lines in hand that he used to close this so he can keep himself clean. Kind of a little bit of an awkward stack. Gets a Z to tuck in, but he's in some trouble now. Needs a bar. That hole is making me a little anxious. It is pretty high. It's going to get it mostly burnt down. I think he's going to be fine, but he is shedding more pace. Peak at 642 at level 21. Cobra is at 553. Gets it open. Gets a Lombard. Gets a Tetris. 578. And now Peak has a 90,000 point lead. Keep in mind he does have... Cobra does have 7 more lines in hand, but Peak now has a solid score lead. Though Cobra is doing his best to eat into it. And Peak's digging up high now. Running into some problems. His left side looking iffy. Can he get anything over there? Gets the bar. Nice. A Lombard, that's going to be a triple, and that's going to resolve most of his stack issues. He has the well reopened. Cobra now has to block a dependency right before the bar comes. So he has a hole in his stack, has to do a little bit of digging. Peak is getting droughted. There he goes. Finally gets a nice J tuck into the bar. Immediately afterward, 725. Cobra 679. Still 7 lines separating the two. Skylar help him welcome in. Got a jamming over there. Currently level 25. Peak at 818. Cobra at 685. Cobra is mostly clean. Has a hole in his stack. Lombard Tetris. Going to just paper over it. Next bar will be a triple. There we go. Gets it. So he's going to go 1 off the bottom, looks like. And Peak's board falling apart real quick. Gets an S, but that's going to be not quite enough to solve it. Gets his well reopened. Like a bar right now. Doesn't get a Z all the way over. Doesn't get anything all the way over. He's going to be done. He tops out 824. Cobra, you're in it. Chase down. You need 825 in order to take it. 825. Yeah, gnarly. It's got up a little too high, but yeah. Was building on a bit of a lead there previously, so I think I don't know if Cobra can line this out before 29. He does need 1 more Tetris. Pieces aren't really cooperating though. He has now 14 more lines before the 29 transition. He might, I think a triple would do it. He might just be saying, I can play on 29 well enough to get a few lines. I'm not going to risk it. Oh no, he's going to be good at an overhand. Never mind me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Cobra just barely gets the chase down before 29, but he will do it. Cobra is good for game number 1. GG's. I feel like when I play 19, if I'm just like lining out, the thousandth digit of my score does not keep up with my line count. But I'm guessing it's probably quite a different story in levels 27 and 28. Okay, Cobra is set up, so is Peek. Players waiting on a bar. Cobra's getting dreaded, but it finally comes. And there's another. A spin of an L. Peek trying to keep his stack nice and clean. Gets a Lombard, gets a Tetris. Has a bit of a lead, but he also is 8 lines ahead. So Cobra might have the pace lead. Either way, it's very close. $148, $142. Cobra deciding against the column 8 setup. Drink some water, realizing I keep meaning to read Dune, but I also just like fall out of the habit of reading so easily. Like my room is just filled with like books that I haven't read yet that I just like accumulate them and never read them. I guess that's like true for everyone who buys books though. It's like I'm never going to read all the books in my apartment. It's just not going to happen. Very close game still. Peek 230. Cobra 239. Cobra does miss the S-spin, but it's not going to be too consequential. He's burned down to the bottom. Feels like the best place to miss an S-spin is just near the bottom of the stack. You can just, you know, lose a line, build one line off the bottom. No biggie. If he gets a Tetris, he's got a little bit of a setup here. He is a few lines off the bottom. Going to go to Lombard, going to get a triple, and he's just going to be able to move things over back to the left side. It's a bar that's going to resolve a dependency. And now gets a Tetris. Just like that. Supermark saying there's more games that you can play in a lifetime. There's probably 10 times more movies than there is games. There's probably 100 times more books than there are movies. And like that's the thing, like books, not only that, but like books take a while to read, right? They're like I guess like for like music, usually like you listen to the same stuff over and over again. Like if you like the first time I listen to an album, I don't really get the album. I have to listen to it a few times. But like books are just like take hours and hours and hours to get through, right? Depending on how long of a book and how hard it is to read, but it's like a project. To set aside some time every day. Peek is taking a little bit of a lead here, 479 to 420. Peek is like somehow like 12 lines in the future though, so he is getting pretty close to the transition. Only 14 more lines now. There's more Tetris to watch in a lifetime. Like, have you tried to like just keep up with like every single Tetris match that's being streamed on YouTube? You can't. It's impossible. It's hard to just keep up with the relevant ones for like, you know, doing the premiere poll. It's like hard to write my blog. There's just so much content out there. Peek is almost transitioned. 4 more lines. Next Tetris will do it. Needs to get set up for it though. Like an S, gets the S, is set up. A Lombard Tetris. He goes into 19 out of 573. Nice solid score for him. Cobra still got 17 more lines to get through. I don't know how he got so many lines in hand. I do not have a good explanation for this. Shruggy. Some hard-hitting Tetris analysis from Arbaro over here. He's at 674 to level 20, but Cobra's still back at 18 and still has, I guess, 4 more lines. Has 1 more Tetris to go before the transition. 582. Has a Good opportunity for 600. Just use the bar to come, and it does. Runs into a square burst, though. I think Peek had the same one. 606 is the transition score. Peek gets a Lombard Tetrises into 721, but he is currently level 21. Cobra is still level 19. We got two full levels of lines in hand from Cobra. Peek into 22, 754 misses the J-Tuck. So gonna do a little bit of digging. Gonna get the Tetris, get the stack down before it causes any huge issues. But that's pace, and Cobra has the pace advantage in spades right now. He's down 100,000 points, but he also has two full levels in hand. Gets the Lombard, gets the Tetris. Peek go to Tetris, column 8, getting the stack down. Going to take a triple just to be safe. Cobra getting his stack in a little bit more of a manageable shape. Peek as well. Another Lombard Tetris for Cobra, going into level 22 with a 768. Peek is at 857. Level 24. Hola. Buenos días, Unskill. ¿Cómo estás? Monthly Tetris saying, good luck, Cobra and Park. Wow. Cobra Park. Home of the Snack. Hello, Vandy. I hope you're doing well. These players are playing. So stay in Div 1. Cobra's still with a ton of lines in hand. Both players looking really clean. The police have put on a really good post here. Very solid. Peek is currently at 963. Lombard Tetris gonna go 5,000 from the max out. And Cobra getting a Lombard, getting a Tetris goes up to 919. So Peek has maxed out into level 27. 29. Trying to get this down though. He's in a little bit of a situation. Cobra is at level 25. 954. Could max in. Oh, okay, didn't quite get the bar over. Oh no! Second bar doesn't go either for Cobra. Sorry, for Peek, and that's gonna be it. So Cobra, you are in a chase down. You need 1.036 in order to take it. A36. So he's gonna try to play safe here. Doesn't need a whole lot more. He did have the pace advantage. Lombard Tetris A32 only needs 4,000 more. And there we go. Lombard Tetris, that's going to do it. Cobra will take a game number 2. GG's. Top tier finished. Estoy prohibiendo. Estudio español per Duolingo. Y nunca hablo el idioma. Cobra has frozen here. Okay, there, he's back. He's not back. He's blurry now. Cobra has been attacked by usually whatever camera equipment they use to film Sasquatch, but he's back. Okay, it's fine. It could be a little bit of a slideshow. We have unusual weather patterns throughout the United States at the moment. It's supposed to be like a torrential downpour here tomorrow. I am have a long day of not going outside planned for. I'll be speaking to Migo about yeah. Cobra transitions with a CO8, nice 1.2 for Cobra. That's kind of the thing with Cobra. Like, he's gonna get you before 29. Like, you know. Nice Tetris. Like, he can roll, but like, oh, okay, you gotta. Yeah, no. But like, if you, oh, a little bit of an overship for that bar, but that's okay. Great game. Muad'Dib is the, he is going to bring branded beverages. He's going to bring enough water to Arrakis that a beverage industry becomes viable. Thing about Arrakis, no vending machines. Like, I feel like, you know, once they've transformed their planet into a garden paradise. Vending machines will be like a pretty common fixture, right? Oh wait. Hello, Sean O.B. Oh, what? Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what I'm saying. I do know that there's Tetris going on. Peek has a little bit of an early lead, like a Tetris. A little bit over a Tetris. Varchild said, beverage industry notorious for putting their beverages into movie placements. Coca-Cola company still going to be around in like what, 2 or 3 millennia? I don't know how far in the future. June's supposed to be. As Cobra had a little bit of a misshift of a L, but gonna get the tux to resolve it. And Lombard resolved dependency is as good as new. Peek has the lead, but has a little bit of a messy stack. We're going to have to do a little bit of work to get it back to a comfortable position. Has a bar dependency now, but that might turn into a long, dirty setup. Looks like it has. This needs the bar now, and this is a silly time to get droughted. Nice key tuck. I feel like there should be like a little guitar solo that plays whenever a player gets a key tuck. I don't know what a guitar solo sounds like. I don't really know, like, what are some, like, prominent musicians that are used guitars? Like, who's in the Guitar Hall of Fame? Cobra gets clean. 177 for him, 223 for Peek. Carlos Santana. Okay, there we go. Gotta look up. Like, he can, like, play guitar, though. That's the problem. I guess he could, you know, it's okay to be a multi-instrumentalist, but I kind of want to know, like, who are like the guys who just, like, you know, have made guitars their craft. As Pkric is in some a little bit, I don't want to say trouble. It's 18, he can get out of this, but he's up pretty high. No, things are getting kind of worse though. Getting pieces over gets the bar over. He said they to build out that right side. J is going to be really nice. It's a Lombard. There you go. Has a sturdy setup? Oh my, no. Is that a set Tetris? I think that was a triple. I don't entirely know. Either way, good thing the bar came. I think Peek has the flash turned off, so I can't lean on that crutch to tell me if someone has Tetris or not. He's out of it. Great dig from Peek. 310 for him, 316 for Cobra. Ooh, a little bit of a, I don't know if that was a mischief or him just like lollipopping. But key, not Grievar. Okay. Yeah, guitar. Oh yeah. Not guitar. Guitar. Oh, I know the Mexico one. Remix. His guitar is tricked out. Okay, I'll go to check out Remix, the guitarist. This is a key tuck. That's the reason I started talking about it. So Cobra has a decent sized lead here. It is 386 to 342, but Cobra also has quite a few lines in pocket yet again. It does have a gnarly Lombard dependency though. So his board's gonna not be in some great shape for the foreseeable future. Okay, getting this burnt out though. Needs a bar, nice bar. Lombard is open. It's gonna score a Tetris, and things are just spiffy now. Peek 141. Sorry, let me put those numbers in the right order. Peek 412, 434 after the latest Tetris. Cobra 441 isn't super happy after undershifting that S, but he'll be okay. He has a full level of lines in pocket and is ahead by about a Tetris in the real-time lead. House keys plus canister of tar. Can I be a guitarist? You know, that's exactly, you know, that's exactly the sort of innovation that the music industry needs at this time. Cobra still holding on to both a real-time points lead and 10 lines in pocket, though it is very close in terms of points. The Lombard Tetris for Cobra. Pico to Tetris into transition at a 484 or 484. Cobra still has a couple Tetrises available to him. Not quite getting the pieces he wants to see. Now, Lombard's going to be good, but going to have to form a dependency over in column 8. Going to get it burnt out. In time, Cobra's stack not looking great. 540 is the transition score, so he's going to have to resolve a situation of his own. It's a Lombard. Oh, nice flat burn, but doesn't get the dependency reopened. Oh, it overshifts the T. This could be very, very spicy. Can he get anything to the left side? He is. He's getting it done. Lombard. Oh, he overshifts it. Next one goes. He's still in some trouble, but he is getting it down. It's Lombard all the way over, and suddenly that column 9 not looking great. Gets the S over. Oh my goodness, he is getting those 5 taps like no one's business right now. Hitting so many in a row. Oh my goodness, misshifts the S. He's been in this crazy dig for like forever now. Can't get the Z over, and that's going to be it. Valiant effort. But he's going to top out at 565. Peek, you were in a chase down. You need 566 in order to take it. Only a few more lines. Yeah, it's just, there's a really valiant effort, but it's just like, it's the thing where just, if you can't get out of it, you just miss one of them, you know? And then you're done. And that double is going to do it. Peek will take game number 3. GG's. All right, both players are ready. Let's count them down for game number 4. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. They're off. Did music? No, okay. Looks like the music stop. No, it's just a long gap between songs for some reason. The Spotify algorithm sure is full of mysteries. I was like, okay, speaking of Dune, I'm gonna have my Dune opinions here. It's like interesting to me how much, I don't know, like how much this is due to Frank Herbert or like things that Frank Herbert borrows from, but like how much of like kind of like the visual imagery of evil in terms of like science fiction comes from Dune, I think is really interesting. Hello. Colin saying, I read Cobra as crowbar. The crowbar is actually a pretty cool name for a Tetris player, not gonna lie. Someone should take that. If you're looking for a new, you know, don't like your old Tetris name, need a new one, crowbar. I keep thinking Cobalt, or someone already has that as a name. Peek at 170 gets the Vits. Cobra at 166. Oh, Dead Fracture, welcome in. My Dead Fracture is curious about Tetris for the non-pros, which is run by really cool people. How are y'all? I am pretty good. I'm calling a Tetris match. I took a nap right before this. It was great. I'm just like having random interjections about Dune. I haven't read the book since high school. I'm gonna do that again soon, I think. I also haven't read any of the other books. Apparently, like, the next 2 are okay. I know that they get really bad afterward. They just get awful. But I just have to figure out where to stop before my illusions are shattered. Got a more or less tied game. Naps on a Saturday, early beaten by a mass on a Sunday afternoon. Words to live by. Now, kind of one of the nice things about working from home is that sometimes I just take a nap on a Tuesday. Gone for an hour, no one even knows. I just lie and said I was taking lunch. It's great. Peek at 317, Cobra at 335. They're staying very close. They're staying clean. Having a good game so far. Just read them anyways. Form your opinions. No, that's the thing we're like, we're talking about No, there's so much content in the universe, right? Books are like an investment. I'm like realizing, okay, it's gonna take me like 10 to 12 hours to get through this guy. I don't want to get like 6 hours in and realize, wait, this is garbage. I've wasted my time. You know, I would rather read good things. The Lombard Tetris for Peek gets another. It has a hole in his stack, so the next one's only gonna be a triple, but he's just gonna jam that down there. Dead Fracture says, how does this work? Whoever gets the most points gets a point first. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So this is a best of 7 match. Whenever you win a game, right, getting the most points before you top out, you get a heart. 4 hearts means you win, and that means you get to stay in CTL Division 1 or KS. So this is like a playoff match between Divisions 1 and 2. So playoffs are longer than normal. Usually it's best of 5 instead of best of 7. But this one's... You want to give you a little bit of bonus Tetris to make sure that... Also, I think the original thought is that... honestly, I don't know why it's best of 7. I think it kind of dates back to when CTL was 2 matches each for each pair of players. So like the playoffs were only like 1 match, but they wanted to make it a little longer. And also, I guess, just kind of like, you know, it's a very consequential match on its own. Adds a little bit of gravitas to it. Cobra's having a really good 18 here. 566 for Cobra, 533 for Peek. Both players are nearing the level 19 transition. Yeah, Harchild says, yeah, so Peek finished... so Cobra finished in 2nd place in Division 2B. So if he wins, he'll go up to Division 1. And Peek did... Or I guess if the other player... Oh, okay, so Peek transitions 561. Waiting for the bar. Has the wall blocked. Up kind of high. Doesn't get the square all the way over, but he's going to get the Tetris. Cobra is 634. Still got room for 1 more. Sorry, return to the explanation soon. It just game got exciting there for a second. You know, 636. Cobra's going to transition, get the triple, get the stack under control, and Peek is not super happy about that as he misdrop. He's going to have to dig out of it. And Cobra is still just kind of building his lead here. Out to about 100,000 points and has a level of lines in hand yet again. Yeah, so Peek was in Division 1, finished next to last in his div. Or I guess he finished in last place, but like a player drop, so there's no auto relegation spot. Oh, Peek doesn't get this par over. Next one goes. Gets a Lombard, gets a Tetris. So he gets that down. That was mighty scary there for a second. So yeah, so it's like someone who did well in his CTL Div 2 season, being someone who didn't do quite so well in CTL Div 1. Then the winner will go to Div 1, loser goes to Div 2. And Cobra started to do some digging. Oh no, Peek had topped out, 647. The Fracture saying, I was wondering where everyone was getting NESs in 2024. Thing is, they're not actually that hard to find, especially if you're in the States. Maybe if you're in a different country, that'll be a different story. But yeah, they're like 100, 150 bucks on eBay. You go on this like perfectly working order. You know, the cards, yeah, no, the cards are also pretty easy to find. Tetris was one of the most popular. It's like one of the most popular games in human history. You can get like, go to eBay right now and search NES Tetris. You can find something for like less than 15 bucks. Oh, the CRTs. Sorry, I thought you said cards. Yeah, those are a little bit trickier, but again, they're. It used to be that like a lot of people were just giving them away. If you're in like a smaller metro area, keep your eyes peeled on like Facebook or Craigslist Marketplace or anything like that. You can usually find them for like free or cheap. But yeah, they made TVs for a very long time. That's the thing with CRTs. Like, there's a large supply of them. Cobra had to do a little bit of digging early, so peek up by a Tetris and some change. I'm actually on my 2nd CRT. The first one has some sort of issue with it, and I feel like I don't want to throw it away because they're going to become in like short supply. And like my guess is that like just from the specific problem that's happening is like some sort of transistor issue. So if someone's like good at fixing them, I kind of want to like at least give it to them rather than just like, you know, throwing it away. Some like having some rare earth minerals end up in landfills or whatever. There we go. Dead Fracture giving us some advice here. The key is to look up retro TV or something like that, because people who know what a CRT is aren't the ones giving them out. Aha. Have to say, Boolean or searches are your friends. Players are staying clean here. Peak holding on to a slight lead as we cross into the 50-ish line mark. Varchel says I have a TV that isn't a CRT, but has the ports to play console, including Atari. No converters needed. Ooh, Peak stack looking a little abstract here. Lombard Tetris, gotta get it down. Got a gazillion S pieces, didn't know what to do with them. And okay, now we got a spire, we got a radio tower. So he's gonna be fine, but that's a Tetris. I'm gonna need some great pieces to get another one without burning, but I don't think they're gonna come. Nice spin tuck. Maybe, okay, well, maybe I'll be eating my words soon. Okay, so Varchild, the reason people want the original CRTs is because you can hook up your, yeah, you use like RCA cables to, or like, you know, RF cables to hook a lot of stuff up to like more modern TVs, but you do end up with some input delay because they will have to, they do have to do digital conversion of the signal that's generated by the console. Yeah, I just have to, yeah, I have to chat, telling, saying what's up. Tag game here, 88 lines in. Yeah, a very, very close game right now. Cobra does have the pace advantage. Only 5 lines in hand this time around. That being said, don't let delay. If you want to start playing Tetris, do not let that stop you. Just play with what you got, and then once it starts feeling like it's an issue, you can switch. A lot of players who play on emulators, like, you know, their delay isn't super low, but they're just used to playing like that. Like, if you're down at my level, in terms of if you're like a 900k player, you know, the thing that isn't stopping you from scoring higher isn't the input delay. Alright, so Cobra is out of the take as long as gets the Tetris. Peak will open up a little bit of the lead here. We are very close to transition. 14 lines away. Good minimal delay converters are pretty expensive, yeah. Yeah, it's usually probably cheaper to find a CRT. Here's what I've found, right? The small CRTs are getting expensive. It's still like easy to get a huge CRT that you need like a van to. As peak transition is 603, really good transition score. Cobra is going to try to match it. 575. We'll almost be able to do so. Yeah, there we go. 599, almost gets to 600. So yeah, both players, great 18 play that time around. Let's see what they do on 19. Yeah, hits with skill stops. Yeah, no, totally. It's harder. Gives you a little less time to react. Yeah, close game here, I think. Cobra does have a few lines in hand. I think he does have the sight advantage, and Cobra going to have to take a few burns. Had a hole that prevented 2 different Tetrises. Sag. You're going to set up center well, going to get the Tetris. Perfect, well transfer it back over to the right side. There you go. Both players are Tetrising. They are Draining them. Their Tetris flushing equipment is working as intended. I don't know where I'm going with this, and I'm going to stop before it gets weird. 8:55 for Peek, 7:25 for Cobra. So Peek has opened up a little bit of lead here, as for Cobra doing a few little digs here and there. Alrighty. Yeah, Peek got a lead. We're about halfway through post here. See if we can get a good double kill screen game. Peek needs this one to stay alive. His Division 1 run is on the line. I was going to say Division 1 career, but that's not entirely true. He could just get promoted again. He's clearly good enough to do it once. But he doesn't want to do that. He wants to stay up. Cobra having to do a few more digs, and that's going to get Peek further in the lead. He's at 9:33. Cobra 8:35. Cobra 6 lines in pocket, but it's not going to be enough to make up the entirety of the lead. As Peek is at level 26, Lombard Tetris is going to bring him to level 27. 978, close to the max out here. Cobra Lombard dependent, getting up kind of high, getting droughted at a bad time, but we're going to open that dependency right when the bar comes. Peek has maxed out 1016 here on level 27. Cobra needs something over to the left. Go ahead and take the safety burn. Lombard Tetris 922. Peek is at A53. Lombard Tetris 1088. One more before transition to level 29. Cobra is into level 28 now at a 931. Lombard Tetris for Cobra, and Peek is in. A91 gets a bar over, gets the 1.1. Cobra is set up. Lombard Tetris, he is in as well at 1003. He has maxed out into level 29. Peek is at 30 up to B11, 1111. And take a few burns. Neither player getting close to being Tetris ready, trying to stay clean. And Cobra in a little bit of a traffic jam here. Needs to stay alive because Peek has opened up quite a bit of a lead here. So 1128 for Peek. 1024 for Cobra, and Cobra's board falling apart just a little bit. Can he get anything over to the left? He cannot. Hangs the bar. That's going to be it. Cobra tops out at 1.026. Peek is good for game number 5. Stays alive in the set. GG's. Oh, that's not. Ignore that. I just typed the wrong thing. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Kitten in the chat saying, come on, Kobar. Hello, Kitten. Great season, by the way. Kitten popping off lately. We'll see Kitten in Div 1. Let's see who's going to join him. Maybe not in the exact same Div. We'll have a draw to see who plays who, but anyway. Peek wins this one. We will force a decider. And Cobra can end it here. That's what he wants to do. Doesn't really even want to stress out about it. Peek taking a little bit of an early lead. Cobra having to do a little bit of a dig. He gets a tuck and he's golden now, though. We're a little stack a little dependent. This is a little higher than he wants it to be. He gets a Lombard, gets a Tetris. Gonna get it down a little bit. Gonna have to do another little dig. $146 for Peek, 106 for Cobra. Cobra gets the tuck. Up kind of high again. Flat stack. Should be okay. Has to block the well. Gets it reopened. Has to box the well right before the bar comes again. Game just trolling him now. What's going on here? There it is, finally. He's opened up a bit of a lead here. 255 to 183. We're 50 or so lines in. Halfway to 19 now. Cobra with the Vits. Oh no. Cobra was trying to adjust for the Corian thing. It just kind of... the yellow just decided to get a little bit of a mind of its own. And okay, he's like, I'm over here now. I'm gonna try and say nice Vits. Looks like Jasmine is gone. Otherwise she would be freaking out a little. But you know what? Things happen. She's off living her life. Nice line spin. There we go. Cobra bringing out all the crowd favorites this time around. 362 for Peak, 302 for Cobra. Peak holding on to a lead here, about 80,000 points, equal line count. So yeah, my mind is completely empty right now. What are y'all gonna do with the rest of your Saturday? I'm probably gonna play Balatro. I'm gonna try to play a little more Tetris. I mean, okay, I'm going to CTWC, right? And like, I'm participating. I'm going to do the qual, and I'm probably not going to get in, or maybe I'll like get like scrape the, like my goal is to scrape the very bottom end of the bronze bracket. And get like slammed in the first round by like a 1.1 tapper or something. It's fine. But I want to do, you know, I want to do that as best as I can. I'm flying out to Pasadena. It's mostly to hang out with people, but I want to do well in the competition itself. You know what I mean? So I'm going to do a little bit of practicing. Right now, I've just been playing 19 super aggressively, and I think I'm getting better at 19, but I'm also just like forgetting how to stack, so. And I would say Division 1.5, you guys sure are innovative. Yeah, we're just, you know, we're at the forefront of tournament structure thought. Both players close to level 19 here. Peak one Tetris away, kind of snuck up on me a little bit. Cobra has a Tetris and some lines. We get the first Tetris. Peak is now set, not set up. We're looking a little unbalanced. He's just going to burn into it. Peak 586, Cobra 543. Both players into level 19 now. The speeds have increased by 50%. It's a lot faster than it was previously. But still at a level that players of this caliber can handle. There's a Tetris for Peak, goes up to 611. Cobra is setting up for it. I'm going to take a few skims, and Peak has developed a significant lead here. Cobra gets the Tetris. Peak takes a double. Division half. Here's my idea for like a CTL style, like CTL version of like a super of a, I guess like a of Mega Masters. Just like a marquee annual event. It's gonna be completely different because I guess like, alrighty. Before I say that, Peaks did kind of let Cobra back into this. We are at Lombard Tetris for Cobra goes up to 687. Peaks at 705. So really only, yeah, less than a half a or sorry, about half a Tetris separating the two. Very close game right now. Yeah, Division half playoffs. You just make Division 0, right? Best players from the season. Do like 60 players. It's just the best players, and they all do 2 matches against each other. So like a total of 10 matches. Each one's massive. Schedule over the same time every week. Make it into like a weekly show. Huge prize pools, because everyone's like hype about whatever match is happening right now. Cobra's in some trouble. Overshift to J. Gets so well reopened. Needs a bar right now, though. Needs a bar right now. Nice burn to keep himself alive for a little bit longer. And there's the Tetris. Just in time, too, because that Z was overshifted. Still not completely out of the woods. Needs something over to that left side. Gets J. Gets an L, I guess. Nice flat burns. He's got to keep himself in this. It's the well reopened. We're at level 26 now. Peeking out at 882. Cobra at 806. Lombard, that's going to be a double from Cobra, but next one's going to be a Tetris as he gets his bird burnt all the way to the floor. Peaks at level 27, so watch out for that transition. It's coming. Cobra not quite getting the pieces he wants to keep this well open and self-oriented. So he's also level 27, and that Lombard is only going to be a single. Peaks almost into level 28, 1 line away, and that skin's going to bring him to the last level 19, so last 19 speed level. So both players level 28 now. They're both set up. Both get a Tetris, same piece. We're at the same piece in the sequence. And Peaks go to transition 1036, Cobra 939. We are off and running in 29 speeds. A little bit of a shift for Cobra, can't get the square over. And Peak's board falling apart, but he's going to get the Tetris. Both players level 20 now, and Cobra's staying alive. Peak gets a Lombard all the way over. T doesn't go, though, and he is falling. That's going to be it. Peak tops out at 1080. Cobra, you're in a chase down. You need 1.081 to take it. 1081. So you can line this out. You might need a triple or 2. Just got to try to play safe. And this is for the win. This is for getting up to Division 1. Currently up to level 32. So that has over 100,000 to take it. There's no line cap. Okay, never mind then. Scratch everything I just said. Cobra just needs to line out until he's won. He needs to stay alive, though. That's the thing. It's an interesting way. We're not going to talk about it right now because we are in a high-pressure situation. But no line cap is interesting for a 1-2 playoff. I think for the other ones, it probably doesn't matter as much. And if you have that level of 29 play, you should probably just go up anyway. But yeah, Cobra currently level 35. Up to A34. Because I have to say, I think Steph drops more threes than LeBron. I never really got into basketball. I don't know. I feel like that's the sport people watch. All right, Cobra is close here. A74 and needs A81. And he gets it. Cobra will take game number 6 and the set. He's going up to Division 1 next season. Good games, y'all. Great match. Condolences to Peak, but congratulations to Cobra. Your Season 26 Division 1 participant. GG's. He wouldn't even cap. Yeah, I think, yeah, he did it before. Oh, so he just needed to get a triple in there somewhere. Okay, watch him keep going, though. Rolling this out, take a victory lap. No idea what his Lions PB is. His overall PB. He's also might be a... Okay, misshifts an S, so we need the pieces to get out of this. Nice, nice, nice. All right, all right. I think he's okay. He is okay. Great dig from Cobra. He has a triple. There we go. Up to level 43 now. This is now a rebirth stream. Yeah, Neto got to the joke before I did. He's setting up. Wow. Tetris. Nice. That's the 1.2 now. Oh, this. Okay, this is looking a little spicy. Gets the bar, though. Oh, it doesn't get the long bar all the way over. Okay, not quite out of it. Getting some nice placements here. Okay. Oh, it doesn't get the bar over. I think that's it. That is it. But great run there, Cobra. Got up to level 45. Great job. He is now a Division 1 player. 3 loft lines PB. Oh my goodness. Wow. Cobra has a 1.58. That's his overall PB. So he is in the rollover hunt. He's playing like this. He's going to get it.
Cobra in the chat, cheering on Tetris time. For now, Somalian is ahead by 2,000 points. Virtually tied. Somalian going for another bit and gets it. But now he needs another long bar. Tetris time was able to use that bar for a Tetris. 289 plays 307. With Tetris time though, with a dirty board now. And Somalian taking the lead, 335 at 74 lines. Tetris time 314 at 74 lines. Still burning. Tetris time is clean. Somalian is clean as well. Somalian 2 Tetrises ahead at the same line count. Somalian needs that one, otherwise he would have to go for a reverse sweep. I don't remember ever seeing a best of 7 reverse sweep. No, maybe I did once. I mean, it's pretty rare. Oh yeah, I did, my bad. There was a best of 7 reverse sweep in CTWC France. Mark reverse sweeping Maisie in the quarterfinals. What I've never seen is a best of 9 reverse sweep on PAL. Tetris time 457 now. 477, my bad. Somalian 519, so Somalian still 2 Tetrises ahead. Ooh, and Tetris time, that board is not looking great, but he still has plenty of lines before the 19. And I go for a split double and try to build 3 off the ground. No, he's just gonna try to clean this up. A bunch of S and Z's. Is he gonna try to go for the center well? No. Now he might go for it. Somalian 591, Tetris time 492, Somalian 100k ahead. Can still get 2 Tetrises if he goes perfect. Tetris time is getting droughted. 30 Tetris for Tetris time 519, which is a decent score, but that board is not looking very good for 19. 614 transition for Somalian, no, my bad, that was 638. 638 transition, and 524 transition for Tetris time. So 100k behind that transition. And Tetris time is still not clean. Somalian perfectly clean, getting those Tetrises. Having to burn like 2 lines, 3 lines, that's alright. Getting another one. 719 plays, 563. Tony, wasn't CTWC DAS 2023 finals also a reverse sweep? Oh, that's right. That's right, Poet did reverse sweep Adam. Yeah, that's true. That was quite insane. I was like, okay, Adam is just gonna sweep Poet. That was a pretty boring final. And then he's like losing 1, losing 2, losing 3. And I was like, no way. 600 for Tetris time, 790 for Somalian extending the lead, but now Tetris time is clean at least. Yeah, it's a Tetris, 140,000 points behind. Can he switch back to rolling for the post transition? Somalian 828 gets a Tetris 858. Tetris for Tetris time, still 110,000 points behind. Tetris for Somalian, Tetris for Tetris time. Same line count and Somalian 140k ahead. This time he's gonna need that 29 play. He wants to have a chance in this game. Oh, those pieces are not really helpful. A25 for Somalian on level 27. Oh, and there we go, Tetris time switched to rolling, kicked the table away. 850 for Tetris time, A60 for Somalian. Somalian, who was also tapping, he's preparing to switch to rolling as well. Where is the long bar? There it is. B31 for Somalian. And he's rolling now, both players are rolling. B70 transition for Somalian. B70 into 29 and 958 transition for Tetris time. Somalian's board is not looking good right now. Somalian is gonna top out. B76. Tetris time, you need B77. B77. Tetris time getting that long bar to the left. He needs 200Ks, 200,000 points. I don't think he can line this out, can he? I think he needs like at least a Tetris or 2. Or a bunch of triples. A20, A5. Oh, those hangs to the left. Nice J though. Let's see what he can do. Still a long way to go, and that left side is looking scary. Oh no, he's gonna top out A13. Good effort. Somalian is gonna get his first point. So CTL playoffs. One of the last places where you can see like no line cap matches. Tetris time already with some garbage. I thought it was Division 1 half. Division 1 and then Division 0.05. Oh, slight misdrop of a T by Tetris time, and L would be nice. He's not gonna get it. Now he needs a J. Now an L again. There it is. Somalian already at 114 Tetris time. We have a more difficult start at 56,000. Having to burn up high. Both players tapping at the moment. So we are gonna have at least one hybrid player in Division 1 next season. Well, that's a nice towers of squares on the left for Somalian. Like columns 1 and 2 are all white.